reverse hit on Matches Man, who didn't like that. Back around, it comes to the near side. Klimpke for Olsen, spins, fires right on. Steele Bass with a save made, and Lewandowski and Mann continue to battle. Along the near boards, Lewandowski, Olsen goes wide, backhanded into the crease area, save made by Steele Bass, and he'll cover up before Cooper Williams can be home ice. Broadcast crew, I'm Les Lazaruk, Jackson Emery alongside, doing color commentary, and there's a shot right on, a save made by Bass off a long shot by Hunter Lang. Raiders with it there, drives it into the Raider end, it rims to the left wing boards, Matches Man behind the net, Bennett Kelly to the near side, Doobie couldn't come up with it, now shot to the net by Vilhooft, and a save made by Bass. Raiders with the rebound, play it to the near Lang. Lavely sends it up the far boards behind the net, Elias Poole with it. He reverses his field, comes around behind the net, wrap around attempt, and I think it might have hit the goal post and stayed out. Now sent back to the line, Kachkowski. Near a line change, Sarkanov's going to flush Caden Allen out from behind the net while the change is still happening. He'll head man for Kasdan Matthews. Long shot, Bass with a save, rebound in front, Hubert Clark with it. Clark gets it to the near side. Foods penalty kill, shop online at saveonfoods.com. Raiders were 1 for 2 on the power play as Poole with a steal, a shot, Bass with a save. And back comes Daxon Rudolph. Middle of the ice. Olsen in a shot, and he misses the net. Trying to center it was Williams. It comes to the near side. Klimpke. Lewandowski looking for a shooting lane. Right on. Bass a save. Pokes the rebound away from Klimpke, who was in deep. Harvey behind. Gave it back to Williams. Doyle. Left wing circle. Lang. Lang. Back to Lewandowski. In the middle, a shot. Hit traffic. And the Raiders have it. Long rebound. Clear it down the ice. Courtesy of Connor Howe. He in the middle of the ice. Left wing Harsanyi. Hayden Harsanyi spins along the boards. Harsanyi to the middle, looks for a shooting lane, and a save made by Bass. Penalty over. Klimpke on the far wing brings it back up top without scoring. Sent into the Raiders' end. Bass to the far side. Big hit thrown on Meyer by Harsanyi. Here's Vilhoof, or Matthews got a weak shot away wide, and the period comes to an end. And Hayden Harsanyi for the Blades gives it to Braden Klimpke. Klimpke to center. In over the Raider line, ducks around Rudolph, shot right on, and Steele Bass down, absorbs and holds as each team did Matthews, and now the Blades come up ice. Matthews in the middle, in over the line, fades to the right wing, goes wide on Boychuk, sharp angle shot, Bass with a save. Klimpke swats at it, gets it to the near boards, two-player Doobie, hands it over to his man Clark, fed it to Vilhooft, his shot didn't get to the net. Lavely now a shot. Blockered aside by Steele Bass to the far boards. Mann gets to it ahead of McElhone and bumps it out. That was the final score last night at the Art Hauser Center. Klimpke on the right wing, Parr. Sends it in wide of the goal. Off the backboards, a shot by Matthews from a sharp angle, turned aside by Bass. Klimpke now at the line, moving in. Looking for a shooting lane, and a save made by Bass. The rebound spills away from the traffic, and Barrett for the Raiders gets it up the right wing boards. Tyler Parr away. Gets to the Raider line and over. Parr into the middle. Botel shot. Glove save by Bass, as that was the best look of the night for the Blades. And Ben Botel. Kachkowski to the far wing. Sent out to center by Harsanyi. Cripps his pass off a skate. Here's Poole in over the line. Elias Poole a shot. Bass makes the save and drops it off as there's no support from the Blue, or make that Lewandowski trying to get away from Meyer. David Lewandowski back to the blue line. Klimpke for Kachkowski, a shot, and Bass sees it with Olsen battling for position in front against Matches Man. Kasdan Matthews, and on the right wing Parr gives it back to Matthews. Matthews on the near wing, takes a bump but stays with it. Sharp angle shot, goes across the goal mouth out the other side. Doyle to the end boards. Parr lets it go. Elias Poole spins, fires right on. The rebound slips away from Matthews in front, and with it is Sark's left near side circle. Blades win the face-off, and Kachkowski steams out of the zone. In the middle, right wing Gavin Clark. Clark with a shot. Pad save by Bass. Botel with the rebound. Gave it to Kachkowski. Bring final minute of the second period. A lead pass. Klimpke intercepts. Sends away Parr. Tyler Parr into the Raider zone. Shot right on. Save made Bass, and he'll put the stick gloved on top of it before Kasdan Matthews the far corner. Lewandowski gets there ahead of Harvey, and then Lang around on the boards. Allen cross ice. Here's Martin, a shot, and a glove stop by Steele Bass. First shot on goal of the third.
Penalty 6:34.
Harsanyi Neutral ice, in over the Raider line, works his way through. Shot right on. Bass the save, rebound, backhanded down the ice by defenseman Hubert Clark. And McCackerty tie up. Matthews wins it back to the line. Klimke moving in. To Kachkowski, a shot. And a glove stop made by Steele Bass. Lewandowski stays on side. Williams, Lewandowski, middle of the ice, Doyle. Doyle left wing circle. Lang a shot, and Bass saw that the defenseman kind of taking away what was done, and the Blades turn it back the other way. Lang cross ice at center. Williams crisscrosses with Lewandowski into the Raider end. Backhand shot, save made by Steele Bass with the goal stick, and the rebound cleared down into the off the skate of Clark wide. Puck comes free in front, and Botel got a shot away, but it was off a stick and wide. In the far corner, comes out in front, and a shot by Gavin Clark, but down and making the stop on that sharp angle shot.